Hi guys, this is Matt Denning, founder of MattsMission. I'm doing this blog just to let you all know that the website will soon be up and running. I also thought it's a good chance for me to speak to all my supporters out there and just basically, rather than write it on Facebook words, I can put it into a blog and basically answer some of your questions that you've been posting all week. Basically as well, you can go onto the Supporting Children with Cancer MattsMission page, and you can like the page and subscribe others to the page, try and get the numbers up. But basically I thought I would give you a little talk and let you know basically what inspired me, why I started up the charity in the first place, and why I have gone on to raise £15,000. It's just basically my granddad in 2009 was the inspiration to me starting to do fundraising. He was diagnosed with bowel cancer, and I just decided to do a fundraising event and raise £700. Well, it turned out to raise £700 at Asda in small leaf packing bags. That was just going to be the only event that I did, and I sort of got a taste for it. With that money I wasn't sure who I was going to give it to, and then I paid a visit to the Birmingham Children's Hospital, the oncology ward. I knew I wanted to support children, I knew I wanted to support cancer, and them two together was just a perfect combination. I had a presentation done with the fundraising manager. I met some of the children, and as soon as you meet them, it just inspires you to want to keep going and do more basically. And in 2 years, like I said, I've raised £12,000 and recently raised near enough £4,000 for MattsMission charity. Basically, I've been lucky enough to meet some of the families and the children, and like I said, as soon as you see them children, it really does inspire you to want to help them. You can't cure cancer, but you can take them presents. Obviously once you've got permission to do that, you build up a reputation with parents. The supporters have been great on the Facebook pages. The companies have been great, such as G10, Print Express, HMV, Marks and Spencers. There's too many to name all in one. I also decided that I wanted to do a challenge, and I went and done a skydive 15,000 feet that raised near enough £2,000, and it's a great experience. I'd recommend it to anyone that's wanting to do that. And don't be put off by jumping out of an aeroplane. It's an amazing experience. I was lucky enough to be able to do it and raise a lot of money at the same time. I wanted to go one better and decided on a new challenge, and that's when Kilimanjaro came about. Did the research for that, had my needles, 3 months preparation, got a sponsor for the equipment, stood 72 hours in total, collecting at supermarkets, raising the funds that was needed to cover the cost of the trek, and also £3,000 on top of that covered costs going to the charity basically. The feedback for that was really good. It was hard. Over 10 days there was 23 that went out there. I didn't know anybody, I met friends out there. There was 11 that got to the top of the summit, and I was one of them, and that's something I'll always look back on. On my t-shirt as well, I had a little boy who sadly passed away. He's from Canada. His name's William Blackmore. His mum's been great as well. She's been supportive. She's allowed me to use the images of William. As you can see there, actually, that's William. He's gone on all my t-shirts and posters and flyers, and that smile alone just represents everything that my new charity, MattsMission, my dream, is about, making children smile. We've done car boots and other fundraisers as well to raise money. I did basically everything alone for months upon months, sleepless nights, meetings, getting sponsors on board, the Facebook page, calling, emailing, and then I put on the first ever charity event at Santan's in Chemsey Wood. We had a balloon release and DJ, clown, curry night, loads of different things like that. The support was great. We raised near enough £700, and then I did the first ever Brum's Big Night entertainment show, and that brought in around £2,000 at the ICC in Birmingham. Many meetings there. I was lucky enough to get them on board with it as well, supporting. Just basically putting your sales skills into practice, and getting people on board looking to support you. And there's, like I said, support has been really good. And I've put on the return of Brum's Big Night Out last June as well, and that brought in I think it was nearly enough £4,000 for the charity at the Children's Hospital. With that one, it took 5 months to plan. It was just basically a sports hall where people play badminton, football, tennis, that type of thing. And I had a vision of having tables and chairs in there, a dance floor, a stage, photographers, clowns, stilt walkers, jugglers, 500 people. And I pulled it off, and it was a great achievement. We had children turn up in the Hummer that was picked up from the hospital. One little boy sadly passed away now, so that will always live with me as well. People always say to me, you do it for glory, you do it for yourself, you do it for praise, you do it to look good. None of that's true. It's for my granddad. I wanted him to be proud of me. I want my family to be proud of me, the supporters out there that have been backing me non-stop. Obviously I'm posting links all the time because I want your guys' support basically, and without posting links, there's a lot of people out there that's not genuine, there's a lot of people out there that's fake, take the money for themselves, get people on board and run away with that money. I have to post these links to make people realise that what I'm doing is genuine, and that's the reason that I do it, nothing more, nothing less. Basically, MattsMission has recently been set up for the past 2 months now. It's not yet registered because I need to raise £5,000. I've raised near enough 4,000, so I should get there within the next events that we do. And like I say, the charity is really close now to forming. I had a great 2 years or 2.5 years raising money for the Children's Hospital and the things that I did for them. It's a great hospital, great people, great families. The nurses do an amazing job, and the vision I've got for MattsMission is basically carrying on raising funds to raise smiles, and then going out to the hospitals, hospices with presents from the money that we've raised from fundraising, and seeing them smiles, having photos with the children so I can show you guys on the website what good the money is doing. And it's just a nice feeling to be able to see the children and the families, and also I want to be able to take the children onto trips, whatever they want to do. I think it's important that the families have bonding time when the children come out of hospital. It's always the brothers and sisters that have gone through it as well, and it's them that are not really recognised. It's always the children that are real that get, the support, which is how it should be, but I want the parents and that to have the support as well, and for them to have that close bonding time, and that's what MattsMission's about. So we do the fundraisers, we raise the money, it gets banked, we go and get presents, or we can arrange trips, hoping for discounts on the phone, emailing, sending letters, going out in the t-shirts and the hoodies, getting the supporters on board with it. And it's very early stages at the moment. There's a lot of charities out there as well. You guys are obviously supporting other charities, which is great. And I wouldn't say not to, because there's a lot of good charities out there. But MattsMission, I just need your help. Spreading the word, spreading the Facebook page, the website, which is www.mattsmission.co.uk. Asking people to add me on Facebook, which is Matt Denning, MattsMission. The page as well is Supporting Children with Cancer, MattsMission. That's the like page. And I just need you guys to get involved with it, really. We also make wishes come true for children that are sadly life limited. I need you guys to nominate children for that. I need you to email me at contact@mattsmission.co.uk, get on the website and send me all the details of the children that you want me to support. I am dedicated. This is my mission. I want it to be your guys' mission as well. I want you on board with it, and the more people that come on board with it, the more awareness it's going to get out there, the more money can be raised, and the more smiles can be put on the faces of the children and also the families as well. I'm going to wrap it up with a few questions that people have been putting on the Facebook this week. The first one comes from Paul Wheeler. He says, of all the kids who have met in your time as a fundraiser, who would say made the biggest impact on you and why? To me, that's a straightforward question and a straightforward answer going to be given. A little boy called Cameron Edwards, he was on the oncology ward at the Children's Hospital. His mum found out about me from somebody else and added me on Facebook. I went to pay them a visit at the ward with some presents and met Cameron with Ben 10. Cameron was, not really able to smile with his illness and that. He was in a lot of pain. The nurses did a great job for him. His family was around him constantly. Kerry's a great woman. The family are great as well. But definitely seeing him doing the check presentation from Brum's Big Night Out with him as well, because he was the guest in the Hummer. That's another experience that will live with me forever. Him coming in the Hummer with his family and being made VIP, so that will live with me forever. Another question from Deborah Jr. She says a question: if a child gets a full recovery and the all clear, do you stay in touch with them, Matt? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends if they want to forget about the illness that they've gone through. Sadly I don't get to speak to all the children. There's one little boy called Charles who had leukemia. I met him at the hospital. I have stayed in touch with him. He's done a few collections with me, a few backpacking events at Tesco's and stuff like that. They're a great family. They came in the Hummer as well and the limo at one of the events that I put on. All the kids are great really, and I'd love to stay in touch with all of them, but with the job that I'm doing, obviously voluntary, but with the job that I'm doing, you have to try and get in the zone, switch off, forget the illness that they've got, because if you do think about the illness and the pain and the suffering that they're going through before they go into the hospital and after, then I think it would eat at you. I got really upset recently when somebody passed away, and I think it's a danger that it could affect your own personal life. So I think you just have to get on best you can and support them. Another question comes from Mind and Body, Warsaw Mind and Body Centre. What's the most compelling reason for raising money to provide things for kids, given that we live in a country with allegedly comprehensive welfare system? Basically a bit of a tricky question, but all I can answer to that one. The most compelling reason for raising money to provide things to kids, just seeing their smiles on their faces really. I can't cure the illness that they've got, but being able to go out there, raise the money, get great feedback from people, you can't beat it. And like I say, seeing the smiles on the family's faces, that's great as well. From John Quartzler, roughly how many children have you given presents to, and does the stress and aggression shown by a few only make you want to do it even more? Simple answer is yes. People, love to hate, love to get jealous and things like that, and you just have to get on with it best you can, ignore all that. I do get down at times, but I'm determined to make the charity a success and just keep going. Roughly how many children I've supported, I'd say close to 30, 40 with presents, and I've got attached to quite a few of them and helped them in other ways as well, raise money. But it's not about how many I've supported, it's not enough in my opinion. I want to keep doing it and doing it. Emma Gregory says, what moments in your life made you decide to start MattsMission, and who is your biggest influence? My biggest influence is my granddad and my auntie, who both had cancer. My auntie's recovered from it, my granddad still got it. And I just want to make my family proud. And what made me decide to start MattsMission? MattsMission, basically, I do have to answer to the Charity Commission, but I'm a free person now. I can do, with the money what I want for the children, support different charities, and not just one charity, disabled schools, make the presents, come reality, the wishes come true, and that's what it's all about. Thank you for your questions, guys. I will be doing more blogs. Like I say, please keep supporting me the best you can. It really is appreciated, and I'll love you and leave you and update you at the next event. Thank you very much.